Last summer, something happened that still makes me check every window and door twice before going to bed. I haven't shared this with many people because every time I try to explain it, it sounds too strange to be real. But it is. It happened to me and my younger brother, and neither of us will forget it. We live in a quiet, forested area just outside of town. It's not completely isolated. There are a few neighbors scattered down the road, but it's definitely rural. Most days are quiet, peaceful even. You can hear birds and the wind through the trees, and on a clear night you can see every star. That quiet, though, also means that when something does happen, it sticks out. A lot. It started on a Thursday evening. It was almost dark, but not quite. That dusky time when the sky's still kind of blue, but you can feel night creeping in. My parents had gone into town for dinner. They don't go out often, but they figured we were old enough to be home alone for a few hours. I was 17 at the time, and my brother was 14. We had done this before. Ordered a pizza, played some games, and watched a movie. Nothing out of the ordinary. Around 8:45, we were in the living room watching a movie with the volume low when we heard what sounded like gravel crunching in the driveway. At first, I thought maybe it was an animal. We get deer, raccoons, normal country stuff. But then we heard a car door shut. Not loud, but distinct, controlled, like someone was trying not to make noise. We paused the movie and looked at each other. No one was supposed to be coming over. No deliveries, no friends. I got up and peeked through the front curtain. There was a truck parked at the end of the driveway, right where the gravel meets the paved road. It wasn't pulled all the way in, just sitting there. Lights off, engine running. I stood there watching for a second. That's when I noticed the driver's side door was open. Someone was walking toward the house. I ducked down quickly, my heart already pounding. I whispered to my brother to turn off the lights in the living room, and he did without asking why. He crouched by the window, just watching. The figure came closer. It was a man. Tall, wearing dark jeans and a hoodie, even though it was still pretty warm out. He was holding something in his hand. I couldn't tell what. When he got closer to the porch, I realized it was a clipboard or some kind of folder. He knocked, not loud, just 3 slow knocks. Then he stood back, waiting. Neither of us moved. We didn't say a word, just sat there, barely breathing. After a minute, he knocked again, same pattern. Slow, deliberate. Still no answer from us. Then, instead of leaving, he tried the door handle. Luckily, it was locked. We heard the knob rattle, then a quiet sigh. Not angry, just annoyed. That's when I really started to panic. I whispered to my brother to go upstairs and lock the bedroom doors. He asked if we should call someone, but I told him to wait. I didn't want to make noise just yet. I stayed behind, watching. The man didn't leave. He stepped off the porch and walked around the side of the house, toward the backyard. We have a sliding glass door back there. It's not visible from the front, and it's easier to get to than any of the other doors. I ran into the kitchen and locked it immediately. I pulled the blinds shut, then crouched low near the counter, straining to hear. A minute later, I saw his silhouette through the blinds. He was just standing there, facing the door, watching. I couldn't see his face, just his outline. I held my breath. Then, just like before, he tried the handle. Locked. He stood there for a long time, then turned and walked back toward the front of the house. I didn't move. I just stayed crouched, listening. After a while, I heard the crunch of gravel again. A car door, the engine revving slightly, then silence. I waited another 10 minutes before going upstairs to find my brother. He was locked in the bathroom with a baseball bat, shaking. I told him the guy had left, but we were both on edge. I kept checking the windows, expecting to see the truck parked somewhere nearby. But it was gone. We didn't call the police right away. Looking back, maybe we should have, but at the time, we couldn't even explain what we'd say. A guy knocked on our door and then left doesn't sound like much. And nothing had happened, technically. No break-in, no confrontation, just weirdness. When our parents got home an hour later, we told them everything. My dad grabbed his flashlight and walked the perimeter of the house. He found footprints in the dirt near the back door. They were large and fresh. He didn't say much, but he looked more serious than I'd ever seen him. The next morning, we found something even more unsettling. Tucked into the frame of the sliding glass door was a folded piece of paper. It had been wedged just inside the weather stripping, hidden enough that we hadn't noticed it the night before. The note just said, "Sorry I missed you. I'll try again soon." No name, no number, no business logo, just that sentence, written in plain block letters. We did call the police, then they took the note and asked a few questions, but nothing ever came of it. No one in the area reported anything similar. No suspects, no leads. We never saw the truck again, never saw the man. But ever since that night, we keep the porch lights on, every door locked, and a bat by the bed. I still don't know what he wanted. Maybe it was just a weird salesman. Maybe it was something worse. All I know is he wanted to come in, and he didn't seem like the type to give up after just one try.